And it's always good to reevaluate yourself, reevaluate what you're doing, and say, hey, well, maybe I could do something better. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. We're out here this weekend. I'm gonna try to walk you through what we're doing today. We'll show you real fast how things are going in the garden. Yes, we are still fighting rabbits. Maybe just one, and I may have got rid of him today. Got him out the door. Maybe not. Maybe he can't come back. But so here's the garden. All right, we're gonna walk you through the tomatoes real fast. See how they're doing. Tomatoes and peppers. As you can see, they are all doing really nice, really thick and full. Tomatoes look wonderful, real tall, but doing great. Peppers are doing well. Also, there has a little bit of damage from the rabbit, as you can see, little spots like this around them, but overall they're doing good. The tomatoes have faced the same thing. The rabbits have ate on pretty much everything we have, because they're small enough still, because they're young, they're babies. They're small enough still to where they can jump through the second level of our Premier 1 electric fence, so they can jump through that bigger hole without getting shocked, or at least maybe with a slight shock only. So they're willing to risk it to get in here for some food, and so that's what we've been fighting with them. And here, like this popcorn right here, you see some of it's been ate on. Obviously, ate it right off, down to the nubs here. And the sweet corn here the same way. This is regular sweet corn, and it's been ate on, as you can tell. It's just been a brutal fight on these with these rabbits, and then with some bug pressure also, like eating our beans as soon as they came up. So we're going to have to replant those as soon as we get some more seeds. So that's been a battle. Beans are going to be set behind. We're still going to get plenty of beans. We're going to replant, but it has been a fight. And even right up here in these bush beans, I'll show you now, where the rabbit has just continued to jump in and eat on stuff. You see here, this was not like that until maybe this morning, actually. He just must have got in here and ate some. I think he likes jumping up in here and getting the shade of these leaves and then just eating. As you can see, there's some down in there that's been ate on. So that's been a battle for sure. He broke that one. But things are still doing good. Overall, we're still doing really good. I'll show you real fast all these summer squashes. All the summer squashes, yellow squash and zucchinis, they're doing great. Now they have faced some flea beetle pressure, but they're gonna be okay. They're gonna make it. And then the container portion of the garden out here with the green stalks and the grow bags, they're doing really well also. See, these are the Kenneback taters. They're doing awesome. They're getting ready to bloom. If you can see that there. See, they're getting ready to bloom here. The Tom Thumb peas inside these green stalks are pretty much wore out. I think the heat's probably getting ready to get to them. They look exhausted. Maybe get some in there. I don't know if it's really worth their time at this point. We might go ahead and replant these two with something else. The peanuts are looking awesome. Peanuts look great. Again, the peanuts are a long-term project. I mean, it's an all season long type deal, so we won't know until, maybe October, if they've actually done anything or not, or how they've done under the ground, because it's not really something you can tell right off. I mean, they look great. They look like they're growing well, and I'll set them up to succeed, and at least I think I did, but you don't really know how they're going to do overall until you see. And then this one with the tomatoes and cucumbers and basil. Cucumbers, again, face pressure from the flea beetles, but they're going to make it. It's going to be okay. This one, I think got beat up pretty good. I think we put another seed down there though, because this one was not doing well at all. The tomatoes look wonderful. The white on them is just from some diatomaceous earth that we sprinkled on the cucumbers. Basil's looking wonderful. Again, this one's on the spinner, so you can just spin it around. And just a heads up, since that one's on spinner and it got the plant supports, it reminded me. Greenstalk is having accessories sale this week, and so like if you got a Greenstalk by chance, then the accessories, the plant support, the bases, the covers, anything like that, all the accessories are on sale this week. So that'll be your time to go buy any accessories that you're looking for the Greenstalk. And again, you got our code, ART10, and our link. So use that, get $10 off your order, $75 or more. So that'll help. But anyways, real fast, just want to add that in. Accessories are on sale this week if you have a Greenstalk. the tomatoes inside these grow bags are doing well as well. Also, I mean, this is the one that got broke by the rabbit. We may replant one there, may not. This one got a little biting on it, but it's doing okay. Our sweet potatoes are looking awesome. It's growing real fast. We planted another tater thing over there. It's already started sprouting. Everything's looking awesome over here. So there's a little quick update on how some of the things are going, but we do have some work to do. It's not all just showing how things are growing, and things gotta get done, right? So one of the first things we're gonna try and accomplish is our fig trees that we had planted inside of a muck bucket. We had 2 fig trees inside of muck buckets, and they didn't come back this year. It's a Chicago hardy variety. It's supposed to be good for our area, but they didn't come back. So we bought 2 more, and we're gonna try and do a better job of planting them inside of these muck buckets. You can see, obviously, nothing, right? Nothing doing. So we got a couple more. We're gonna try and plant, if we're able to even get them out of those buckets. That's gonna be the task, I think, is trying to get them out of the containers that they're in to replant the ones we do have. I think this is gonna do it. Luckily we're on a slope, so I started just rolling it down the hill because we're gonna replant them inside the middle there, the rest of the trees anyways, in the old container garden and muck bucket orchard. But I think this is gonna do it. We just started rolling it down the hill and it's loosening it up. So I think this is going to take care of that. I believe. Let's see if we'll be able to lift it or not once we get it there. I don't know. It's loose, but it's not really. I'm going to have to turn it upside down when we get down there. We'll see. All right, we finally got it down here. It didn't take long. Just a couple minutes. Rolled it down this way. And here it is. The whole thing came out at once. Just used the momentum we could. Like the angles of the yard and everything else to work to our advantage to get down in there. But this is why I tell you, when you plant these, put them where you want them to start with, because they're a heck of a pain in the butt to move. And also, we probably didn't use the best dirt possible on this one. Looks like we used a lot of our own compost, which is okay at the start, but it starts compacting a lot. And it's actually really heavy to move. Where really truly you need to use potting mix when you're doing container gardening as best you can. So we got one more to do like this, then we'll get to planting. Okay, so we've already planted one right there. This one right here we're trying to get down. You need to break up this root ball real good. This is tight. This is tighter than that other one was. How much do you break it up, sweet?
You break it up enough that the roots get looser, so that they can spread out in several directions. Okay. So it encourages the roots to spread and go deep.
Okay. Okay. So there we go. There's that. And we want to plant right here's the graft point. So you want to plant to right below it because you don't want to cover that up. If you cover that up, then whatever's grafted to will start sprouting out of the bottom, and you're looking to grow what this tree is, not what it's grafted onto. So you don't want to plant above that. So you want to keep the graft point above the dirt. Now this is potting mix, so you also have to remember the potting mix is so light that it settles. It settles quite a bit, so you kind of leave room for settling. And let's see where we're at. Right, that should be good right about there. You look at the level of the pot, maybe a little lower, a little bit lower, right in there. Then just kind of press the dirt down around the edges some, just to make sure we can get a little soil structure, because for some steadiness to the plant itself. Because if not, then it may have a tendency to kind of wobble back and forth, because obviously this potting mix is so light that it doesn't really hold much. We got that. Now, the potting mix we're using is Pro Mix. Oddly enough, the only place we found this was at Walmart. I think Home Depot may also have it, but Walmart's closer for us. And Walmart, I cannot believe it, had the best dirt for us this year. It blows my mind. That Pro Mix organic potting mix has been really good.
It holds water.
Gosh, it does. It holds water really well. Now it stinks. It smells like pure malarkey, but but it works. It works.
Not just plain malarkey, pure malarkey.
It's a compressed bag, so it's 1 cubic foot size, but it's compressed to it's it's actually to where you actually get 2 cubic feet. It's a compressed mix. So if you get it out and you start working, it expands to 2 cubic feet. So it works pretty good. It was a good price. I bought everything our local Walmart had, and probably still gonna need more.
I have a question.
What's that?
Is the smell compressed too?
No, the smell is full on. It's wide open. It's a little stinky. It's a little stinky, but it works. So do that. We're gonna need a little bit more. All right, and we got these 2 topped off. We had to top off with a different dirt just because I didn't want to open one more full bag of Pro Mix for just a little bit because I want to use it for something else. But the Pro Mix dirt is better, and heck, it even feels damper than this one. This is a burpee organic mix, and it's okay, but I think the Pro Mix is better. I mean, Angela, show them over here. See, this was watered last night, and this is Pro Mix. See, it's still moist. This one back here was watered last night, and it's the burpee, and it's got moisture to it, but not as much as the Pro Mix. That Pro Mix is holding moisture better, for sure. All right, now look, obviously those 2 fig trees died. Okay, this method does work though. I mean, one thing is we poured dirt inside of those. And the next thing is we didn't put enough dirt, and then we also didn't refeed it the way we should. But on the plus side, 2 years ago, it was 2 seasons ago, off of one of those fig trees, we got like 90 figs. So it does work. You gotta maintain them better than we did, and put better dirt in it to start with. That's something we should have done. That was our fault that we've learned over the past 4 or 5 years. We've learned, hey, this is what you should do. This is how you need to do it better. And it's always good to reevaluate yourself, reevaluate what you're doing, and say, hey, well, maybe I could do something better. Now we've got this 5-tier Greenstalk leaf planter, so that's a shorter one. But we planted this thing full of strawberries up here on the deck last year, and it did fine with strawberries, but as you can see, they all died off. The reality is that we just didn't put the right variety of strawberry in there. We tried that same variety of strawberry in the ground the first time we planted strawberries here, and they didn't do anything then either. They didn't last there either. So we've got another variety of strawberry in the ground now, and they're doing just fine. So I just don't think that variety we put in here is good for our area. That's the biggest takeaway I can take from that. So they all died off except for one plant. I had one plant left, and it's not worth hanging on to. So we're gonna take this thing and we're gonna plant it full of herbs and lettuce. But we've gotta get it broken down, get all the strawberry roots out of there, and refertilize it first.
Okay, on the bottom tier, we are going to plant Italian oregano. We're going to plant the whole bottom tier in it because, thanks to some very sweet people, we have a dehydrator and we can now dehydrate them.
In other words, her in-laws.
And the next tier, we are going to plant the slow bolt cilantro. And we're going to plant an entire tier of that because I need a lot of it for my home canned salsa. The next tier, we are going to do part with thyme and part with the giant Italian parsley. Then the top 2 tiers, we are going to do tango lettuce in one, which is a heat tolerant lettuce, and we are going to do heat wave mix, which also is a heat tolerant lettuce.
Now look, we're planting lettuce in June. That's 100% right. That goes against everything I say, but we love lettuce so much, and we like having good fresh lettuce with fresh tomatoes. And salads are really nice when it's hot outside. So we found some heat tolerant varieties of lettuce. That's the only reason why I would ever plant lettuce in June in anywhere below zone 5. Okay, we're in zone 6B, A, whatever it is, Southwest Ohio. So you normally would not want to plant lettuce when it's gonna be hot outside, but if you can find some good heat tolerant varieties, you got a shot. So we're gonna take a shot at it. We've never done this before. We're just gonna take a shot and see if this lettuce can hold out, not bitter, and not go to seed. All right, we got this 5-tier leaf planter Greenstalk planted, full of herbs and lettuce. I'm gonna back up so you can see it. Right here. Now again, it's the leaf, so it's shorter. It is much shorter, but it's perfect for what we're doing here with just herbs and lettuce right outside our kitchen door. Kitchen door's right behind us onto our patio, and this is absolutely perfect for Angela to come out here, cut some herbs. We got oregano in the bottom, like she said, and some parsley, some cilantro, some thyme. And then these top 2 tiers of lettuce in case we want a salad. This is the cleanest way to grow lettuce, by the way. If this works with heat tolerant lettuce, we'll have super clean lettuce here because there's no splashback from the dirt, or if we put it in a raised bed or in the ground, it splashes up, we get some hard rains or when you water it. You don't get that here. So it's really, really clean lettuce that you'll get out of these. So we're excited about this, and we're looking forward to hopefully getting a lot of beautiful herbs and lettuce out of it. So I've got a few more T-posts to drive for our tomato plants in the garden. I don't know if you can see it. Nope, you can't see it. Japanese maple in the way. But like, so I got a few more T-posts to drive. I'm not going to show you that because it's a lot of ringing, and Angela's going to have to go inside too because it hurts her head. but so we're going to end this thing here as the light's waning. We do appreciate y'all watching. Again, my name is Jason. That's Angela K at Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.